Hey guys, just got home from seeing Decapitation with Vitro and Atheist. Those were the three bands on the bill tonight here in Toronto. Because of that, they played extended sets. Two bands have fallen through the wayside for different reasons on this tour, either truck problems or their gear being stolen. And so there was only three bands on the bill tonight. So what the bands decided to do is they decided to extend their sets in order to give the fans the same amount of music, the same amount of length of a show, if you will. So kudos to the bands for doing that, for really taking the fans in consideration and really extending their sets and playing more songs, more music. That's what everybody wants when they go to a show, is to get music. So the more you get, the better, the happier you leave the venue. Before I talk about Decapitation, I really want to briefly touch on the other two bands, Vitriol and Atheist. My first time seeing all three bands live, but for Vitriol and Atheist, I hadn't listened to them before, so this was my first experience with them. And I want to start off with Vitro because they were the first band of the night. Really strong, really grinding, really meat grinder of a band. Really powerful, aggressive, intensive. Having two vocalists, the bassist and the guitar player, having two vocalists really gives the band a really great vocal dynamic between the two. I really enjoy that. It really adds power, it adds intensity, it adds aggression to their sound. So I really enjoy that dynamic. I really enjoy that style, that approach, and it's a band that's just powerful, just really grinding you down. A lot of strength, a lot of violence into their music. So perfect band to get the night started. They were the perfect catalyst for the aggression, for the intensity that was going to come afterwards. So I felt that they really got things going. They really got the crowd hyped, and they were really they were really the igniters of the night. Then after them came Atheist, a band that's been around for 30 plus years, and for some odd reason completely escaped me. I've never listened to them before until tonight. Obviously, the band that's playing right now is not the original band. There's only one original member, but they've been around. The band has been around for 30 plus years. Solid band, really good show, really good set, really dynamic. A lot of stage presence, specifically from the bass player and the lead singer. The two of them really have. They're charismatic. So let's put it that way. They're charismatic. And I really felt that they mixed a little bit of prog elements with death metal, with jazz. They have the ability to really mix different genres, different styles, but still make their sound work, make their set work, and really allow themselves to not sound repetitive song after song, because they really allow their music to go into different directions, go into different places, use different influences. So I really enjoyed that. Their bass player, by the way, absolutely hyped. This guy was dynamic all over the place. It just had tons of energy, really playing the bass really low. I really like that. It's a style of bass playing that I really enjoy. And he was really energetic. He really gave energy in some songs where perhaps the song itself, the dynamics of the song structure doesn't have a lot of energy, perhaps a little bit of a slower track that has a dynamic track. So he really knew what to do in order to give the song the right energy at the right time, perhaps when the song was lacking a little bit. So I really enjoyed that because it really kept the crowd going. It didn't allow the crowd to drop in intensity following the first band. So that is really important. And then comes Decapitation. All right. They played quite a bit from the new album, which I was really happy. I really wanted to hear a lot of the new songs live. I saw a little bit of their set at Heavy Montreal this past summer. They were part of the Summer Slaughter tour. I missed their Toronto stop because I was at Heavy Montreal, but I catch only like a couple of songs there. So I was really happy to see them headline, play a full set, and include a lot of the new tracks onto their set list. Absolutely demolishing and powerful. I felt like my eardrums halfway through the set vacated my ears and relocated to my asshole. That is how powerful their music was. That's how powerful their stage presence was. That's how powerful their sound was. Absolutely grinding you to the core, just putting you in the meat grinder and destroying you with relentlessness, with aggression, with intensity, but also with emotion. A lot of emotion in their music, a lot of emotion, specifically with the new record. It's a really emotional record. Not only from a lyrical perspective, but also from a musical perspective. It really carries a lot of emotion, and that really comes across in their live show. Travis, absolutely phenomenal. This guy's is a beast. I got to meet him before the show, and absolutely phenomenal dude. Really like hyped guy. Really lives the songs. You can really feel when he's singing a song. He's not just going through the motions. He's not just singing the song. He really brings that song into himself and allows himself to be a vessel to how that song then gets transmitted into the audience. To me, that's absolutely phenomenal, and that's what you want from somebody who's up there on the mic in front of you, holding it down. You really need a vocalist that has that sort of presence, that is able to be a conduit for the band's music and not just be there going through the motions. He was that tonight in spades. Absolutely phenomenal. The whole band, solid, flawless, impactful, just a really solid live band. Like I said, I saw them at at Heavy Montreal, just for 3 or 4 songs, not more than that. And I didn't get that same feel there, maybe because it was an outdoor venue. Tonight, watching them headline in a very, very awesome venue for the city of Toronto, Opera House is one of my favorite places to go for metal shows. I felt like you got more of a connection with them. You're not in this big open area. You're more in an intimate area. So I really felt that they were able to connect with the fans more. They were able to really get their message across. And then obviously this new album is really good. It has, like I said, a lot of emotion built into the tracks, both lyrically and musically. And by including those songs into the set list, I think they really pushed their sound to a different level. They took like a leap forward as far as the presence and the dynamic that they transmit to the audience during their performance was absolutely phenomenal. I really enjoyed Cattle Decapitation tonight. It was a magnificent show, and I'm going to put the tour dates on the description of the video. And I highly recommend you guys checking out these bands on tour right now. Cattle just released their latest album, Death Atlas, on Metal Blade Records. So if you haven't picked it up, pick it up. I did my top 20 albums of the year. This one came at number 4. It's a magnificent record. It's a concept album, absolutely magnificent. And if you guys get a chance to go see them live, they will perform a lot of songs from this new album. So I don't think you're going to walk away disappointed at all. Alright guys, this is it for me for tonight, but I'll see you at the next video. Take care guys.